DMZ with Boysetsfire. It's your last tour because you guys decided to break up. So how is it to be? Thank God. How is it to be?
I'm already starting.
Then I give the mic to you. So how is it to be on the road for like the last time?
It feels fine. It feels alright. I think it feels okay. Like we made a decision, and it was very. The conversation about the breakup, most people wouldn't believe like how it went down because it was very friendly and it was not very dramatic. We were just like, well, maybe we did what we wanted to do. Maybe we did outlive our musical dreams with this band and as a group. And we just decided maybe it's a good time to go out on top, so to speak. You know what I mean?
Yeah, honestly, it feels like another tour. It just, I get into tour mode and then like, probably like the last shows or whatever in Ireland, I'll be like, oh shit, this is it. But I don't know, or maybe like a year from now I'll go, oh fuck, it's over. You know, I don't know. What happened?
Did you feel the decision right now to split up, or was it like before you put out the last record? Because
No. You would think now listening to the last record, this is not a reality. Yeah, it seems it does, right, in a lot of ways. But no, not at all. Like we've thought so much about this last record that we barely thought about eating or drinking water or shitting. You know what I mean? Like this record was such a, and then the record came out and we toured and we had a good time. And then we just sat down one day on our last US tour and we were like, so what do you want? No, it was in Prague actually, I think. We were taking a walk together and we were like, so what do you think we should do now? And what do you think? You know, and then 4 out of 5 people were like, well, maybe this is a good time to end it respectfully, you know?
But what we ended up doing at that point is putting on ourselves a countdown. Yeah. And a really, really bad, painful analogy is I have a cousin that had muscular dystrophy. And he wanted to become an Eagle Scout, and he wanted to graduate from high school. And it was so hard watching someone you love dying, but he just had to finish what he wanted to do. And that's kind of what we did to ourselves.
And now we're counting down the days, you know. But it does feel weird, but on the other hand, we're having fun playing live, and the shows have been really awesome so far. And we were lucky to be on that deconstruction tour with friends of ours, and that makes it easier too, you know. And we have a revolving cast of guitarists. It's like we're the Grateful Dead of hardcore now. And so yeah, it's fine.
So what are your plans for the future? Like, what do you guys want to do? I read that Josh wanted to be a history teacher after he finished. So what are your plans for the future now?
I don't know if Josh will do that. I don't know. What's Josh doing? Well, he's recovering right now from, you know.
In December is you have to go for a teaching test and be accredited as a teacher. That was the last thing that I had heard.
Right. I know he's doing that, and I know that I am doing a band with probably every single member of this band with the exception of Matt, because Matt's doing like architecture, going back to school, some shit like that.
Matt wants to become a fireman.
Yeah.
For real.
Just kind of cool.
Yeah. So, and me personally, it's like I'm doing a band with Robert, I'm doing a band with Chad, I'm doing a band with Josh, so it's like I'll have like 3 different bands with each member, so.
Yeah, I think I'll go, my plan for now is I'm moving back to Munich, you know, my hometown, and doing a lot of martial arts and not so much music for now. I have a project with Nathan and Matt Smith from Strike Anywhere that I feel very strongly about, so we'll do that when we find the time to do it, and apart from that, I'll just give myself a little break to, you know, just do a lot of sports and not so much music, only with people who truly deserve it.
Get you to think about what is being cast as music these days, and what really is music, and what's just a bunch of like spoiled brats with cool hair and makeup playing shitty music that nobody fucking really cares about if they weren't told by the radio to love it. Music is way more important than that. Feeling the music that you're listening to is way more important than that. The integrity, the feeling, the anger, the love, the hate, the whatever that goes into music is so much more important than some stupid fucking hairdo and a bunch of mascara. So just be on the lookout for that kind of bullshit.
It'll just be a lot of fun to like see what else we can do. And if it even works, like maybe people will accept what we do next. Maybe people be like, oh, this doesn't sound like them, you know, because it won't. And maybe they'll get pissed off, maybe they'll love it, who knows? Who cares? It'll just be fun.
You know, there's a whole life for us to be lived at this point. You know what I mean? This band was so tremendously important, especially to the members who have been in it for 12 years, but also for me, it became my life very quickly, in a matter of a day, you know? It really consumed me, and I was willing to do that, and it was, I will always remember this as some of the best times in my life, you know? But now there's other things to see about, you know, and we'll always be friends, we'll always be a family, and sometimes it's harder than others. This morning it's sometimes a little harder, I think, to be, but not with those two. I love them. But it's, you know, I'm really excited about the next step, you know, and we'll keep each other posted with all kinds of musical project and nonsense, and we'll be back in different incarnations.
So in a way, it's kind of cool that you guys break up, because then we have like 3 or 4 bands that you guys are in. So
Nathan and my little project sounds so little like Strike Anywhere or Boysetsfire that people will scream, then cry, and then leave any venue we would ever play. I think
that every project that any of us do will probably be pretty fucking different than
I know
anything.
it that Chad will at some point re-record the Muppets record.
Right?
I know it in my heart.
With Muppets and everything. Yeah.
So what was the biggest thing that you guys achieved as a band? Because now you said like at the top of your career you want to stop. And like, what was the most important thing that you look back and you're like proud of, or you really like?
I really like the last record, you know. I have to say, it's like, I think it sounds very unique, and it incorporates things that are, to me at least, very unique. It shows all the different sides to this band. Our manic depressive personalities show through very well, and now it's even prophetic in it looking back, you know, like it has all kinds of shit in it. I think it's a record that I'll still enjoy and I'll still listen to, you know, which is nice to say about something you've done, because a lot of things I've done in the past I don't necessarily listen to so much.
Is there anything that you didn't achieve, like that you really wanted to do, and that you...
Yes. I never had a song of ours tabbed out in like a cheesy guitar magazine or anything.
That's true.
And it really was like a goal in the back of my head. And 2, we wanted to play Saturday Night Live.
Yep, that was the one goal I never got. I had 3 goals as a kid when I was going to be in a band. I think I was like 15 or 16 when I set these goals. One was to be interviewed in Thrasher magazine, which we got. The other one was be in a skate video. I was a little skater kid at the time. And the other one was be on Saturday Night Live, and that's the only one we haven't accomplished. So,
We shared the Saturday Night Live one.
yeah.
I don't know. I have to think about it. Like, honestly, truthfully, all the wildest dreams that I had, like, I started playing music when I was, like, I decided to become a musician when I was 10, watching Metallica playing For Whom the Bell Tolls, Monsters of Rock. So I said, one day I'll play Monsters of Rock, possibly with Metallica. And, you know, like, every dream that I had came true with this band. So I honestly, I'm sure there's something, you know, but not that I can't think of anything right now, which is a nice thing, you know. But I would play Saturday Night Live with Nathan and Chad. do you think is the most horrible moment that you had in 12 years of Boysetsfire? There must have been one moment where you were just like, this is just beyond a living hell.
There was that 2 weeks in Arizona. That's true. That was a living hell on earth.
It sounded like a living hell, right? Was that the worst?
That was pretty bad. When we broke down coming from Arizona in New Mexico, and wrote a note on the roof of the truck saying, "Here's who we are when you find us dead." In the middle.
You guys were serious too, right? There was no irony.
We're dying. We have nothing.
Me and our first bass player, Daryl, walked 10 miles to the next exit through like rattlesnake-infested areas in the middle of the night to find a tow truck. It was fucking terrible. And like these rigs, like huge trucks were driving by and like blowing the truck around, and like we thought we were dead. It was good.
Okay, and here's an advice for every young...
On fire twice.
Yeah. Jesus, this story gets worse every time I hear it.
Run in and grab me and pull me out of the truck.
You could not sit for an hour and fit everything into what happened in those 2 weeks. Matt and I woke up screaming our full heads off, looking at each other, holding each other more than once.
See, this is the one advice that I have for young people out there. Pick up your favorite band and wait a couple of years. Because the first couple of years, they kind of suck. Join later. There's no rattlesnakes anymore.
Right.
They're gone.
That's what Robert did. He waited till we were opening for Metallica to join.
Befriend them, hang out with them, just don't play with them.
Right.
I love you both. That was my last question. Ever on the Visions DVD. I'm out. Peace.